Oh, okay. So mine is a very easy one. It's just how to use the calculate field type to go from Celsius to Fahrenheit. I
Okay.
was trying to write the equation and I still can't figure it out. And
Okay.
ChatGPT didn't help either.
Okay. If anybody has that right off the top of your head, share in the chat what your code is. I'm going to see if I can help you out there. Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Mhm. I know the equation, but I don't know how to get the calculate field
Okay.
to work. It
Okay.
just keeps saying that's not valid. So I'm using like the dollar sign and the curly bracket, and I'm using those numbers, but it still says no.
Okay. I know we thought we were going to do that at some point. So let me see if I have anything for you.
So Nancy, how is it set up? Do you have a Fahrenheit field that you
I
enter
have a
Fahrenheit in, and then a
I have a
Celsius field to calculate it?
the opposite. My clients usually go on Celsius, but I have a few that go in Fahrenheit, but the majority go in Celsius. So I'm having
Okay.
them go in Celsius, and then as like a kind of like a support field for those that can't do the equation quickly, I say like when you put in a Celsius number, it'll automatically calculate a Fahrenheit so that people know that they're in the right field or realm. Because
Okay.
another workaround was for me to like do another field in the back end and like have the folks choose whether they want Fahrenheit or
Yeah.
Celsius. But I just thought that was so many extra fields. And I didn't know if I wanted to put all that in and make my survey even fatter. Because Michelle, you know how I don't like having so many fields in
But
my survey 123.
it's not getting fatter, it's getting better organized. And then sometimes a database that the way I explain it to our Survey 123 people is when you get that data out of Survey 123, it's going to have a lot of fields in there that you're not interested in. But the point is the computer wants those fields. And so if you and the computer want to be friends, then you need to have those fields in. And I think the way that I've done it is that we have not for Celsius, not for Fahrenheit, but we have two different monitoring apps that we use, and the calculation we need to use is different, but we want all that data to be held in one field. So we have our correct phosphate field, and then we ask the users to choose, are you using a Hanna checker or are you using a Lovabond checker? And what they don't know is that in the background, depending on which one they select with a radio button, that then triggers the calculation they're provided with. But where they enter the information, there's then another hidden data field, which is our column. And that means that the data that I then visualize using dashboard is I only have to point it at one column. So
Yes,
it
that's
doesn't
what I
look as
wanted.
nice. It doesn't look as nice when you export it out as a data sheet, but it looks a hell of a lot nicer when you get it to the GIS bit. Sorry, I'm just cooking dinner.
That's okay. I have another suggestion because that's what we're here for, is to give us options. The other option is give them a calculate field for Fahrenheit to Celsius. And then if they're doing that, have them put that into the Celsius field if you only want Celsius.
Say that one more time. So
Okay,
have the
so you're going to add one more field, which
yes.
is like a lookup field, and just let them know in the notes that this is just a lookup field. You need to add the Celsius to the Celsius right below. And so they'll put their Fahrenheit in there, and there's a calculate, and you'll view the answer. And so whatever that answer is, they can just push
Can
that
you type that
into
in?
the next one. Yeah. You can
Oh,
also, you probably could also do something where you're copying that answer into Celsius.
mhm.
And then, so if they put it in Fahrenheit, it calculates the Celsius because you're copying it into that one. If you don't use the Fahrenheit, they can just put it into Celsius.
Okay. All right. So with the calculate equation, can we help me with that one? The automatic calculate.
I think I got the calculation for the Celsius. Do you see a spreadsheet?
Yeah.
So there's two, it's these two, okay? So it's just however you want to name it. And that question name is what goes in here. But because, so I had copied the formula And the X does not work as multiplication. You have to use the asterisk. And the division, you need div.
You need
And then you
div, I
need-
found that one.
And then you need the extra parentheses. So it took me a while. Now, I couldn't remember if you were going Celsius to Fahrenheit or the other way around, but
Yes, that is the way I'm trying to go. I didn't realize you had to put div. So I copy and paste that in and I turned that into 9/5.
Yep.
Let me redo this.
I've done the same thing, and I finally found an example. And
There's a references tab, Nancy, that has some of those operators, and even I'm constantly referencing it because that's what it's there for. But it depends on what version of Survey123 Connect you're using. Yeah, that's the one.
yeah,
Oh, I didn't even see that.
and I forget about them all the time.
Thank you for liking and subscribing our channel. We drop trainings in here all the time, and I want you to be the first one to be able to see them. At some point during your journey in Survey123, you might need a co-pilot or a room full of co-pilots. We have that for you. We have a coaching call that we do once a week for the price of a few tacos. And we meet up to answer each other's questions. I knew that I didn't have all the answers. Survey123 is a big universe. So what I did is I brought people together, and our community is growing. So whether you're watching this late in 2024 or in 2025, just know that we're growing. And life is better with friends. So get involved with folks who are like-minded, and some of them are going to have more experience than you, and some of them might have less experience. So we help those who need it, and we glean from those who have the knowledge. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you on the other side.